Hi everybody, welcome to Flutings with Paula. Today we're going to talk about jazz musicians. There's of course a famous quote from Miles Davis saying, "Don't play what's there, play what's not there." And he was talking about improvisation really and saying to players, don't feel like you have to fill in every moment with notes. It's often what you leave out that's the most eloquent, because you're thinking about, as Betty Carter said, the great jazz singer, it's not about the melody. For us it often is about the melody, but for a great improviser it's about what the chord progression is and how to put an individual spin on it or heighten its expressive character by the type of improvisation that these great artists do with it and above it and around it and in it. My feeling is that we can learn a lot from listening to great improvisers, because when we play a piece by Mozart, for instance, it should sound as though we're playing it for the first time every time we play it. It shouldn't sound as though we haven't practiced it, like we're sight reading it or something, but it should sound like the joy of discovery of the amazingness of the music should always be there. And Mozart in particular is a kind of a written out improvisation. Because what's he doing? Basically it's arpeggios and scales, his music. A great melody here and there, and then up and down and around it. And because he was such an enormous genius, his music far surpasses any other of the music that was being written during his time, his short time with us. But it's kind of as if there are cadenza-like qualities in his music, which is like improvisation. Every time we play a phrase, there's some way that we weave it, or shine light on it, or drink it down, or offer it as a gift to others, which changes every time. And so we classical players are improvisers too. I think we should never forget that. And so those places between the notes that we're playing, although they may have been written by somebody last week, or 100 years ago, or 200 years ago, 50 years ago, those spaces are where the intent of the composer are evident. The ideas that the composer is weaving, he or she, where they're going to go. And they can change, in all my experience. Thank the Lord of working with wonderful composers who are writing pieces for me. I know how the process is very alive and can change. I'll never forget talking with Leon Kirchner when he was writing his music for flute and orchestra for me, and I played a low B. And he said, "Oh, that sounds so wonderful. I want to put a lot of those into the piece." And I was thinking, oh no, I have to play them all. And sure enough, he put a lot of low Bs into the piece, but they sounded great. And a composer at the last minute can say, oh no, I think I want to go this direction or that direction. And so an artist who's playing a piece written by a composer who he or she knows is a tremendously fertile experience and very improvisatory, because the creation of the piece is in the hands of both. I think we could maybe do an episode about that too, about great collaborations between composers and performers, because very often a great piece of music is the result of such a friendship and collaboration. So you could call it between the notes and between friends, between artists. So thanks very much, and on to the next one.